This sounds crazy. Hey, welcome to 31 Voices. No, I don't want that. Hey, hey now. Dirt, dirt. Let me tell y'all, this shit right here got hard. Mmm, that looks jacked up. I'm not gonna do that. Not sure what that was all about. Hey, Cole.
Hey, Timika. Let's get the green screen going.
It's crazy because you can't, I can't hear you now.
Okay, how about now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay.
I was able to hear her. Oh, now I can't.
Who was talking to Diamond?
Wasn't me.
Diamond, like, I was able to hear. I was like, I wasn't.
Okay. Yeah, sounds better. Microphone check. 1 2 1 2 3 4. Okay. I was me.
Okay.
Is my shoulder disappearing too much?
You good?
Look, guys, I'm an old woman over here. I'm trying to get my heating pad right.
Lord.
Oh, that's a smart idea. Let me turn on my blanket. Because I'm a woman.
It is 76 degrees here.
It is
Oh, it's hot
60
here.
degrees here.
It's not cold. I'm just old.
Oh,
So
look
how
at
was
this.
y'all's week?
Um, Incredibly fulfilling, but a little bit crazy and very emotional.
Okay.
Okay.
I've been working on something for several months, and the big culmination of that, which was getting buy-in from my city council, came up, and I was really, really shocked at how well it went.
Mm.
On top of that, I was really shocked to see that it moved people the way it did. So, and then at the end of it, for once in my career, I actually got credit for work I did. And so that was definitely a very emotional car ride home because it was like literally me walking through a parking lot going, get your crap together, keep it together, you're almost to your car. And then I got in my car and I just let loose. I was like, I'm not a very emotional person about a lot of things, but my family and personal accomplishments really does hit hard. And so it was a big week.
As it should be. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
J2 on a hit 10K today. Yes, yes,
It's been
yes.
a
She hit
long time
10K today.
coming. It's been
And
a
well deserved.
long, it's been a long
It's
time
like leave those
coming.
emotions, exactly.
I mean, I've been on this app for 3 years, okay? 3 whole years. And I didn't think I was ever going to make it, but I made it. I
But you made
made
it
it.
authentically, and that's what's important.
So
I
it's
didn't
a,
go viral.
you about to
You
go
know,
viral.
I haven't gone viral, but I mean, I don't
You're
have
just
one
one
viral
video
post.
away.
But you know
That was
what?
when I did that thirst trap.
Look, would you prefer? I think I'm gonna go back to the other background. Would you prefer being viral or trending?
Trending.
Hmm.
Me too, because it's sort of like the slow and steady. You know what I mean? Like the slow and steady wins. The is I have to go with this background, guys. I was disappearing and shit. That was scary to me.
Why I
Okay,
can't
let me see
share?
if I,
It won't
because
let
it's a
me.
subscriber only. Hold on, let me see
Oh.
if I can find that background. I'll send too many pictures.
I know, because you
It's
have
like,
to
no.
scroll
I
to
just didn't
find.
like how the aesthetics of the white was going with my black.
Yeah, it was.
Oh Lord, where is it? Okay, no, mine's gonna stay white.
Yeah, yours is fine.
It was fine.
I didn't say anything.
Well, a piece of
But
me's
y'all,
disappearing, but it's
What you
behind my
eat?
hair, so it's okay.
and of course we have the laughing of the. Drink it up, son. Drink it up.
Be thirsty. Oh, I can't drink this one. Hold on, let me switch cups.
And keywords and great content.
I got a song for y'all to start it off.
Oh, we can't play any music.
Really?
What
At
song was
all?
it? Yeah, that's why there's no music. Yeah, it tells you whenever you go to put it on sub only, no music is allowed.
Oh wow.
Isn't it
So
only like original music?
wow.
Who went to McDonald's? Where
Huh?
you get McDonald's French fries from?
What French fries?
The French fry
The
you
one you
just
put
stuck
in your
in
mouth,
your
you be like,
throat.
That wasn't a fry.
Uh huh.
It was a
mm,
potato. It wasn't a fry.
it's a potato.
Hello.
Yeah, JJ just came home and he brought me something to eat.
I want a potato. So I tried to eat a potato yesterday. Epic fail.
Hmm.
You can't even eat a baked potato?
I think I can eat a baked potato because I did whenever we went out to dinner that one
Oh.
day. But I couldn't eat a French fry.
It's all about key hashtags, keywords, and great content.
What's up? They go Val Val.
Sweet bees,
So
place to be.
got Sweet B, got Charlene. All right, so let's get this thing started, guys. We are
All
at
right.
9:16. This is our episode 2. Pretty sure Stacy's not gonna make it, so we'll go ahead and do this. If y'all want to, we can invite one of our audience, key audience participators to come up, or we can go ahead and get it started with just us, and then if one of them would like to join in, they can. It's up to you guys. We can do that.
Okay. We're gonna get it started, and then if they would
Mhm.
like to come up, then they can.
Okay.
Hmm.
Boom.
All you gotta do is hit the box, right?
Yep.
Right. Yeah,
Look,
this
look,
request to be a guest. Ah, bars.
so
Bars.
this week we're talking about back in my day.
Describe your high school experience era. And we're gonna start with the host.
Yes.
Back in my day, I graduated in the early 90s, early early 90s. Started high school in the late 80s. um, my era. Let me see. I can think of. I really can only the clothes. The clothes I had champion sweatshirts, um, tight Guess jeans, my slouchy socks, and my high top Reebok classics. Um, and then we would put a turtleneck underneath the the champion sweatshirt, right? That's when we was classing shit up. But it always had to be the pencil pocket Guess jeans, right? And they had to be tight as hell so the booty could pop, right? And if you knew what Guess jeans were, you know that they really made the booty really
Athlete.
round.
They
Yeah.
didn't make it for the booty. Or
Mm-hmm.
they did.
No, they
Cause
didn't. The pencil pockets actually accentuated our booties. But I don't think Guess was actually made for us, but it did accentuate the booty. And also for the V, if you want to get that little.
I had a
So
lot of
that
guest
loose look,
clothes in
what is it
college.
called?
All right, Cole. How about you?
Back in my day, it sounds very weird to say for me. Um, I got the fun era of getting to dress like a Spice Girl all through middle school in giant platform shoes I could not walk in.
Dang, what
But I
era
had
is
had the
that?
joy of living through the 80s and the 90s and to 2000s all through school. So I've got a lot of style transitions. I spent most of the 80s that I was alive in Oshkosh Bagosh. And then moving into the 90s, I had a phase where I wanted to dress just like my big brother.
Okay.
Um, had that tomboy phase where I actually wore Jinko jeans and rhinos and the ball chain necklace. Yeah, it was something.
Okay.
And then high school, it was really cool to dress like you were like in Clueless and yeah, I went through a lot of
The little
phases.
preppy look. So you guys did the preppy look, the short with the.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, I did go through that like extremely baggy clothes phase, and then I had a parent who continually disappeared my clothes until I switched to dressing like a very girly girl with the baby doll t-shirts.
Okay.
Oh.
What was the music? What was you jamming?
About the time I hit high school, it was that Good Charlotte Simple Plan alternative rock music.
Okay.
Everybody's nodding.
I don't know nothing
Cool,
about it.
Cole.
I feel like
It's like a rainy day.
I feel like we
It's
were
the Atlantis
blessed.
Morissette.
Oh,
Yeah, because I feel like our
that
age
was the jam.
we were blessed because that's when hip hop was really formulating. I remember, and Diamond, you you can probably I know you will identify with what I'm getting ready to say. We actually watched it go from the hip hop to hippie to hip hop to hobby to don't stop. From that one to you know I want to lose yourself in the music, the moment you own it, you never let it go. Oh, you know, to what we have now, and it was like poetry in motion watching that happen. It was awesome watching the the crossing of different genres going in with each other. The rock and roll music with the rap music with Run DMC and Aerosmith.
Yeah, yeah.
Watching that
Good
collaboration,
collaboration.
and then all of a sudden you see Nelly with what Tim McGraw, whatever his name was, you know, over and over again.
That was
That
my
song.
jam.
Yeah, so I just had to say that real quick before Diamond starts her part.
So we're going to J2.
Okay.
Well, I was this week. I was asking Diamond. I was like, okay, so what was you doing in high school? What was going on? So, like, it's really funny when Cole was talking about her. So, middle school. I'll start with middle school. Middle school was all escape vibe, baggy jeans with the vest looking like Jodeci. Um, just real baggy. I cut all my hair off, and I had the Jada Pinkett Demon Knight cut. I don't know if y'all even seen that movie, Demon Knight.
Yeah.
And she had all her hair shaved off. I did that because I had a Jerry curl in my whole
Hey,
elementary.
pull it out.
But
So you
middle
got
school, I broke out of that Jerry curl. But that's when also Clueless came out in middle school. So I was gonna go to high school, like so in the eighth grade, I was wearing, the little preppy skirts, the high socks, the little crop tops, coolest look. And I moved to Texas. So I grew up in Colorado, but then I moved to Texas, and Texas was not feeling that. It was all about the polo boots, the khakis, and the heel figure and polo shirts. So
Oh
I had
wow.
to switch it up. I had to switch it up. I grew up listening to R. Kelly.
I
I was T-Boz and Chili on TLC. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was in a singing group. We almost got signed. We used to tour churches singing all of Kirk Franklin's songs.
Oh,
Um, and high school, I was jamming Drew Hill. Um, I just moved to Texas, so mystical. I thought I was like, what are they listening to in Screw? And then I finally fell
Jonathan
in love
skirt.
with Screw music, and I was like, oh. And I've been in Texas
Oh,
ever
me
since.
too.
Shopping the Screw, talking about man, I'ma come down, man, switching lanes, drinking on the man. But yeah, I came from the era of dance groups and talent shows,
Yes.
basement parties, dancing to "Lay Your Head on My Pillow." That's when we really danced. We danced and we grooved. So
That red
I didn't
light.
get the cross color era. I wish I was in the cross color era. I wish I was in the breakdancing era where we was breakdancing and stuff. But nope, I was doing the Tom and Jerry
No, look, let me tell you,
and the
at any
snake.
point in time, if you saw somebody with a piece of cardboard, some shit was about to break down. We already knew that. Okay?
I
And
think that was
yes,
TV. I thought that was old
did
stuff.
the windmill. I
I used
will
to ask
tell
my
you,
mom and
I used to
daddy.
do the worm, and I did my I break dance to help. That's when I actually, my mom would tell you that that's when I got rhythm because I danced. I did ballet and tap growing up, so I had no rhythm whatsoever until breakdance came out, and then all of a sudden I could.
I wonder why. Tap dad.
Wow.
What
That was
about
the
you, Diamond?
well, our group is a little diverse, which is what I like. Um, I'm about to switch it up for you. This is gonna be a little different because when I went to high school, I wasn't there unless I was there physically, but I was working.
Hmm. Okay.
If you know what I
She
mean.
she was lean on me. She was at a lean on me school, and
Okay.
It was the connect. I'll
what
just
was
put it
what
to
was the,
that.
what was the principal
So
name?
like Morgan Freeman was your principal.
And he was
Mhm.
getting on her ass.
Hold on, let me see. Morgan Freeman's name. Damn.
I know it. It's just
So I'm just Morgan Freeman and oh dang, I want to say Mr. Clark, but
Clark,
Mr.
Clark,
Clark.
yeah,
Mr. Clark,
Mr. Clark.
Mr. Clark. I'm Mr. Clark.
Thanks, Steph. But no, um, just to give you a little a short background, like my high school days was not like, your typical high school days. Middle school, I had middle school eighth grade. There was two twin teachers, Mr. and Mrs. Tootle, one female, one, and they both taught social studies. I had a mad crush on them. But anyway, fast
She
forward
said
to
school.
when I went to high school because middle school was only seventh and eighth grade at the time. So ninth, 10th, 11th, and 12th for high school. I did not graduate high school. I was barely there. It's 180 school days. I missed 90 of them and still passed. That's them pushing you through the school system. When I finally decided to have my mom sign me out because I was done, I was the one who hated high school. I hated it. I did not go. I found everything and anything to cut classes and not show up or leave the house and go to a friend's house and play. Yes, Nintendo.
Ooh, did you play Super Nintendo? Oh, no,
No, regular Nintendo.
the regular.
No.
Where you
As
had to hit the cartridge.
yeah, with the joystick was this.
like an Atari.
I
Yes,
had a Sega.
Atari and
No,
Nintendo,
I had the first Atari system.
but so yeah, but as far as music was concerned, I was a street dancer, like literally dancing on the streets. I was the one with the cardboard. I was that person. Vogue, the Vogue dancing. Yes, all of that. That was me in the streets every day, almost all day. You in the boom boxes where people was carrying them on their shoulders. It, and
What was
Come
you
on, Radio
rocking?
Raheem.
yeah, if you had the biggest one, if you had the biggest one, you had the best one. So, but those was my high school years. I
What
was
was you dressing? How was your clothes? What was your
Mhm.
outfit like?
um depending on what the day was, like I was when I dressed well and I felt like I was dressing up, I wore the tuxedo shirts with a leather tie and jeans.
Okay.
Okay.
So, I was because I was so skinny, I always wore baggy clothes because I wanted that I felt like they made me look thicker. People used to tease me and told me my pockets clapped. So,
Messed up.
Damn.
I know, but I wore bigger clothes to make me think I was thicker. The only thing I always had was a little pooch stomach. I always had a stomach, so um, that was it. Like I was this jeans and sneakers type of girl. So, but and I didn't like wearing like short shorts because my legs was long and skinny, so I didn't wear shorts. I didn't wear like capris. I didn't wear stuff like that.
I
It
sound
was
like a model.
so, but yep, that was. I let's just say I was always dressed for the streets. For whatever was gonna go down, I was ready. I had nothing. I didn't have to change into anything.
Do you feel that? Because I'm not gonna say who's the oldest just from these stories, but do you feel that we have recycled fashion? Like, have you
Oh,
seen
very
it?
much so. A couple of times. Oh yeah, a couple of times with the because my younger years, with the bell bottom jeans and stuff like that, that has come back maybe twice since I was a kid.
I've
Right,
seen
like
it.
right now, skinny jeans is not in. I gotta go buy me some bell bottoms with some flare.
Oh, and high-waisted pants,
Yeah.
because
Oh,
we're
the high
bringing back that
waisted pants
style.
is lovely now.
Platform shoes, clogs, which some people call them well, clogs and Crocs, pretty much the same style almost.
Mhm.
But
Wedges.
yeah,
Those are
yeah,
like platform shoes.
exactly.
Wedges.
So yeah.
Did anybody else hate high school?
For different reasons sometimes, but
Yeah,
I
but
had a very trauma-filled high school experience because we had a lot of students that did not make it through because they ended up deceased. Um,
Mm.
and one of those was my sophomore year, and it was my best friend. So that year was very fuzzy. And then it definitely redeemed itself my senior year because I was only there for 30 minutes a day.
Damn. So who owned fries? I don't know what fries are.
Oh, that's the electronic places, kind of like Best Buy. It was before Best Buy. There was Fry's.
hmm They still
so
have one
yeah,
out in Austin,
but the
or they
music,
did.
yeah, but the music back then was like Mika
Fries.
said, that's when hip hop first came into play. And then you had 16-year-old LL Cool J, you had
Oh,
I was like
17-year-old.
Diamond. Were they like scratching the turntable when you was like chugga 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 chugga
Yeah,
chugga?
my one of my neighbors, he was a DJ. He did house parties, and they had real vinyl albums where they did the scratching and the mixing. And it's even, I mean, it
do you
was better
remember?
then than it is now because everything is digital now.
Do
But
you
when you
remember
put it,
having to run out and go like for a quick? You had to go get a fresh needle for them to play the
yeah,
music. Be like, hey, I
yeah,
broke my needle. Somebody gotta go get one. You know what I mean? Everybody's just running to their house trying to get a fresh needle for them to play.
yeah, and they
To
had
get
record stores.
down.
They had record stores where you go and they just sold instruments and records.
The Wiz.
You know?
You remember Wiz?
Yep, It was a music store.
So
Yep.
my music era, we were recording things off the radio on our little recordable tapes and would sit there and wait for your song to come on so you could
Yep.
press record.
Mm-hmm.
And for a while, like they got really innovative because when I first started doing it, I had to plug in a microphone and sit the microphone by the speaker. And then 2 years later, they were like, "Oh, you can just hit record and it'll record whatever's coming out the speakers." And I was like, "Ooh, this is such a technological advance."
It was. That was. I mean, I used to make cheerleading tapes that way. That was the only way to make and mix like a cheerleading tape where you had different songs and different where you got the radio sounds.
I
Yeah,
used,
let's
I used to make,
go.
I used to
Got
make
them off the radio.
I used to make chill out uh, tapes for everybody. I used to sell them. Right? It would be like get you some, going to go and hunching type of music. Get you some like let's dance type of music. And I used to make different mixtapes for people based off of whatever they like. They'd be like, I need a love jam for this weekend. All right, I got you, because I was always the one. Mommy always played music all the time, so it was just like you come to my house. It was more music than it was TV. But um, yeah. I love that. That was nice. I remember waiting WPGC and WHUR in DC, Donnie Simpson with the Quiet Storm every
Oh
night.
man, I used to love the Quiet Storm. And
They
I'm glad I had. I
yeah.
grew up with a lot of friends, so like I had like five friends. I always stated I wanted to make a book, write a book about us, but we're not that special. We all had a group of friends, but all of them played different music. Like my parents, we it was only blues. You came over here, they was listening to Marvin Cease. It was they was bumping and grinding like Dirty Dancing. That's all it was. That's all it was. And I could go to my homegirl house and they'd be playing Tupac. Okay. It'd be like, what? And then I go over somebody else's house, they be playing Brown Sugar Boy. I'm like, all right, then I can go over there. And then my auntie, she played rock music.
So you
So
got a diverse type of environment going on with you.
I was in Colorado, so I had no choice. We used to go to
Always want to go to Colorado.
all the places. I think we talked about that last time. Actually, it wasn't on the podcast. We talked about it on a Thursday talk about how moving from Colorado to Texas was changed because there it was like I didn't see color. In Texas, it was like we're gonna segregate you,
Yeah.
and you're only gonna hang out with this group.
Wow.
It was crazy going from Pennsylvania to DC because it was kind of like the opposite, where I went from a place where it was like really kind of, racism was really rampant and you knew, you know what I mean? Don't go down, make sure you get home on this time. Don't speed through this town because you already know McSherrystown, you getting pulled over, and damn sure don't get locked up in Hanover because your ass is gonna be in there all weekend. So then you get to DC where it's a lot of different people, and then I experienced colorism
Hmm.
where I was too dark to be accepted by whites, too light to be accepted by blacks, and being mixed. I mean, I was called an Oreo, zebra. I mean, all types of shit. Chocolate chip. I mean, like they came up with some names, and I'd be like, fuck all y'all. When I get older, my people are going to take over the world. And we're going to, you know what I mean? Like, we're going to take over the world. We're going to run. One day, my people are going to take over the world. And that's one of my favorite stories to tell because it rang so true when Obama was was put into the White House. And I said, my people are finally here.
So that's
Was
gonna
I didn't
say
even vote for him because I was like, who the fuck? I'm not no Obama. Like I was so ignorant because I didn't watch TV. I didn't know he was black. I was like, why am I going? When I took, that's a whole other whatever.
Okay, so I'm just going to segue into that's going to segue into the next question. What impact does your youth have on your adult life?
Who
Cole,
wants
come
to kick it off?
to
Me? Okay.
you.
Um, my youth is actually a remarkable reflection of what I do right now. So I was a part of a youth city council commissioner group when I was a kid because, I was a little nerdy. So from 8th through 12th grade, I participated in a youth advisory commission where I was appointed by city council to serve as one of 30 commissioners. And we kind of led the way for volunteer work for the youth throughout our city. And so that was kind of my first hit at being a part of public service.
Mhm.
And some of that involved like doing presentations before city council, which is ironic that that makes me so nervous now, but I still do it as a part of my job. So I had a lot of gray area between when I did that and what I do now. And it took a lot of transition and me accepting that this is what my life was meant to be. But then when I did, it's like everything just works and it's just so effortless. And so that childhood just, it's a mirror image. It's just looking at kid me versus adult me doing the exact same thing, but it's a different caliber of respect when you know that you have done the work to be there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mika.
Let me think about this one for a little bit.
Huh?
A second.
She's got to think about it. Let's go, Jade.
All
Jade to the
right.
Donna.
Well, I feel like I had like a real good childhood, a very good childhood, but I also was blinded and thought that I had a perfect childhood. I didn't see everything. My parents, they partied every weekend, like every weekend. They won't even. I can go in there right now. They would say no. But they partied every weekend. People would come by the house, and we had a bar. Just come drink. Um, and I was born with like a dislocated shoulder. So I kind of was always like maybe number three. Like I was just never number one. So I always had this desire to, I guess, be like a kind of like a pick me because I always felt overlooked um, for some reason. And I have dealt with that. And I was an athlete. So that put a lot of discipline into me to where um, I still trying to fight maybe some generational curses because my family is very strong. Like we come from where we were slave owners to bootleggers, so they never been poor. So they expect everybody to get a job and work, and you retire from that job and you live life. And I've been on that path, and I'm like seeing now like there's other ways to go. So how it's impacted me to kind of be like I'm a baby boomer in this millennial life, this millennial body, um, a baby boomer mentality. So I'm trying to get out that baby boomer mentality because my parents they were from the country, and they raised me in the city, but they still had country values, traditional values, and they weren't Christians. They weren't going to church, but they Christian too.
They had the fear of God in
They
them.
got the fear of God. They put the fear of God in me and wasn't going to church.
Oh, have you thought about it, Mika?
Yep.
Okay. So I'm just, oh gosh, my childhood. I'm like, literally night and day. If you knew me then, as opposed to now, you wouldn't think it was. I'm two different people. I am nothing like I used to be. Um, and my childhood made me who I am today because I had to grow up fast. and I had to do a lot on my own. I had to, even though like, and I shared this story before, like me and my sister, when we got hit by a car, she got damage to the brain, and I just got knocked out. So my mom was a single mom, so she focused more of her attention on my sister because she needed it at the time, and that allowed me to be who I wanted to be and do what I wanted to do. So, and I did. I was the disobedient child. I was the one that's gone 2 and 3 nights at a time because I wanted to be in the streets because that's where my family was. It was in the, not my physical family. I made the streets my family. So, yeah, once I got to the age when I realized I can die or go to jail, um, I did that 180 and I left the state from where I was and came south, and everything changed. Everything. I stopped everything cold turkey, everything I used to do. When I say everything, y'all know what I mean. I can't say it on here, but I
Like
stopped
something,
eating cold turkey.
and cheese.
Everything.
And I
I
started
get it.
focusing. Yeah, I just started focusing, and I still didn't have any kids when I came here. I didn't have kids, and I was probably here 6 years before I had my first child. So I started focusing more on me and learning how to slow it down, stop rushing to nowhere.
Mm.
Um,
Hurry up and wait.
I'm sorry.
Hurry up and wait.
That's military.
Yeah, I learned how to. I I learned patience and I learned discipline, and I am who I am today. So yeah, I would say it had a positive impact um because of everything that I went through to become who I am today. So I'm grateful for my childhood memories.
Me too.
Uh-huh.
I was spoiled. I know I was spoiled.
I
I
know.
see Jay too, and I think I told you this yesterday. I see you as this little kid, this little, like you little small frame, little lanky kid, right, with this long white nightgown on, stomping around her house, slamming doors, and being like,
You know what? And I come from a family of trolls. Okay, like you gotta have thick skin to come to a family reunion with me. I didn't even realize it. I was married for 15 years, and I want to say before I got a divorce, he told me that he didn't like my family when he brought all his family around my family, like everybody, because we were such like we did family reunions, we did family trips, we shoot the shit with each other, but we gonna troll your ass up, and ain't no exceptions. Which I'm still a troll today. I mean, I got my ass cussed out today on I mean this week on TikTok for being a troll, and I just can't help it.
You was born that way.
I was born in that. Uh,
I'm true to it. But I feel like I'm a good troll. I'm not like no bad troll. Just
Girl,
like
this
have
week I
fun.
learned I'm still a little petty.
Ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing
Yeah.
wrong with it.
I
I didn't
embrace
realize
it.
it until something triggered my pettiness. And then I was like, wow, Nick, you are really, really petty.
Y'all. I think
Like, I
it's,
think I even had to check in with Mika because I was like, I feel like I'm being extra petty, but I also feel like it's not unwarranted
but I
And
think
why people gotta announce that you being petty though? Like I feel like I'm about to be petty.
because I was so petty. I was, it was like bad. Like, I did it and then I was like, ooh, that was real petty. Was it real petty? Yeah, it might be.
I knew when I was gonna be petty this week. I knew it. I text all y'all. Put my ass in timeout.
She
Cause
sure
my ass
did.
was petty today. Cause I was
I
petty.
don't even know what she did either.
Oh, I dropped on some
Mm.
ass this week. That was
Girl,
my $50 well
drop
invested. For
Drop
me.
is an understatement. You put
And
it on
speaking of
there. So
dropping, there goes Dari. He allowed me to exercise my right to be petty
Oh
this
yeah,
week,
that's what
you
you
know,
was.
because it was on Dari's life, and me, I was like, look, I have invested in Dari at this time. Okay, we have earned these two nuggets together, right? And then you get and you battling somebody else that got two nuggets. And it just be happened somebody that I was ready to just drop some damn
I love that
coins
Nuggets.
trolling
on.
spirit.
I
I
was
love it.
waiting for that moment. And then it was like all of the
Look at
everything
Dari laughing.
aligned, everything got bright and shiny. You know what I
How
mean?
did it
Like
feel?
all of the stars aligned.
the sun rose at midnight.
And this is your moment, Mika. You don't have to choose love right now. Be fucking petty. And guess what? My ass was petty.
Look, we
And
need to make some
Dari,
shirts
thank you for allowing me to have that moment.
and not saying her name.
Exactly. And not saying my name. You were the man that you're the man this week. Okay. I was like, don't say my name. Shh. And when that ghost mode, I was like this. He was like, thank you, ghost. I was like,
Every other day,
pew,
it's
pew, pew,
okay.
pew. It was like, pew. And that's exactly how it was. Yes. So my childhood compared to now, um, I it took me a while to think about it because I have always been taking care of people my entire life. And I'm still taking care of people now, you know?
Hmm.
But I'm being taken care of. This is the first time since I was 14 years old. These last 2 years are the first 2 years ever in my life that I've not had a job where I went and punched in. I hear it. Where I went and like punched the clock or I worked for someone. This is the first time that I have actually allowed myself to be completely taken care of by someone. I have like literally given up, like I have an allowance. You know what I mean? I get paid to stay home, take care of my grandmother, and go to school. Never would I have ever thought that I would have that opportunity because I thought that I'd given up my dream of becoming a doctor when I made the choice to go to Howard as opposed to Yale. You know what I mean? Like I thought that was my chance, that was my time, and I blew it. But I know that there was a bigger purpose, there was a bigger thing, and bigger plans in store for me. So now I'm actually being taken care of because, like, when I was a kid, everybody knows that my mom was an addict. She was a functional addict and alcoholic all of my life. And when you're in that type of situation, you become the caregiver. Like, even whenever, and then when I was with my aunts or something like that, I had to take care of their badass kids, my cousins, because I'm the oldest. My mom had me when she was 18. I went to live with Big Mom. When she went away to college, she went to DC to go to UDC for nursing. Um, and I mean, it was just, I grew up with my aunts and uncles, and I grew up with my mom. And my grandmother was actually like a sister because her mother raised me up until I was about 5. I think it was about 5 or 6 when I went back to live with my mom. After I had the car accident and I was healed, I had to go to DC for the further operations for my leg. But so right now I'm at a 180. Like I'm actually being taken care of, although I'm still a caregiver.
Mhm.
I'm getting to know how it feels to be a kid because I'm allowed to play. You know what I mean? Like I can go out. I can if I decide I don't want to sell crystals today, or if I decide I don't want to go live, if I don't want to do this, I can check out and go to the park, you know,
Mhm.
and go out there and play with my squirrel friends, listen to the birds, look at the fish, you know what I mean? I can just go
Yeah.
out there and be one with nature because I'm being afforded that opportunity, and for that, I'm forever blessed. But I think that I paid my dues early in life
Hmm.
because I did graduate at 16. I've been on my own since I was 16 years old. Like when I graduated, I left the house and have been on my own since I was 16. I mean, totally on my own. Put myself through college the first time. I didn't have anybody to have my back like that. I did what I had to do to get through school, and I did. And I changed my career like 18 times, and then I found consistency in one profession, and that profession afforded me the opportunity to do other things, and it was just like, okay, well, I'm going to do this. I'm going to work here. And then I went here. And then my mom used to say, you're like a Jamaican. You always had four jobs. Even when I was in a consistent job, um, I still had other jobs. I always had multiple things going on. I always had some type of hustle. Money was coming in. If I was writing papers for somebody, if I was selling tennis shoes, if I was selling my little mixtapes, like I was saying earlier, throwing rent parties, writing poetry for people. Like I was hustling papers. Like literally, I was hustling love poems. Tell me what your problem is, bruh. You know what I mean? I didn't even realize that I was utilizing my gifts as an empath to put down people's emotions and freaking poetry, and then they go give it to their boyfriend
Right.
and get shit, And hey guys, hey Meek, I need a poem for my girl. All right, give me $20. How you feel about it? You know what I mean? And I go in there, and boom. Did you get laid? Yep. Give me $10 more. No, but I didn't know that the end all would take me here. But I am thankful for everything that I was afforded. And I'll be honest with you, like even though my mom was an addict, I never wanted for anything, and I never was in a state of lack. You know what I mean? Like my mother made sure I was educated, cultured, refined, um, in that I always was that type A personality. Like I forget what the damn acronym was for, but the Student Leaders of America, SBLA, or something like that. Future Business Leaders of America. I was
That's what
part
it
of
was.
that. I was freaking debate club. I was always the MC at every freaking uh, assembly that we had in school because I spoke perfect English in DC. You heard the whistle, right? Y'all heard it. Woo woo. But
I just didn't even
anyway,
want to
in
acknowledge it.
DC.
I was gonna do so good. I was like, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not even gonna make a face. I'm just gonna let it go.
But
Yeah,
because I
you gotta let
enunciated
it go.
well and I spoke well, because I went from Pennsylvania to DC, Pennsylvania to DC, and I had this accent. So I represented the DC inner public school system very well because I can enunciate words. And I was well, my mother made sure that I was high, I had an appreciation for everything. Like I was subjected and I was introduced to everything. I was having a conversation with Jay to Donna, and I was telling her, I said, my mom was a nudist, and so, hey, Cass. And so we're actually taping something. So if you don't get acknowledged, don't get upset. But We She was a nudist, okay? And the human body was not something that was sexualized in our house. It was like a car. And it was I was shown, okay, cool. I was shown to appreciate the human body as what it is, a set some bones and a skin bag, right, with some organs, and there's a spirit that inhibits it, that that lives in there, right? But I don't look at the human body the way other people do. To this day, I still see it, having been in the medical field as well. I still see it as, okay, you have breasts, you have a penis, you have a vagina, you have ovaries, you have testes, you have a brain, you have a, and it's just like, I know all of these different systems. Like, I've just always just looked at it differently. So even to be able to have an appreciation for different things in a different way. Um, your nieces are over there, aren't they?
I wanted to laugh so bad.
He's like, go, you know. But but
Sorry.
even to, but even to have, that, I just feel blessed. So, and then having the opportunity now to actually find my way, figure out what I want to do with my life, and have the opportunity to do that. Um, I think the Most High, you know, the highest divine power is always there. They're always watching. They're always making a way for us. Um, what's our next topic, ma'am?
um, because of we're on time,
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna wrap it up with final thoughts
Alrighty.
on this discussion. How do you feel? What do you think?
I want to keep talking about it. I like this this jaunt down memory lane. The 80s and 90s, and y'all were fucked up in the 2000s. I'm not going to lie. Y'all just got everything just got real fucked up in the 2000s. Y'all got crazy, y'all got entitled, y'all got privileged. You know what I mean? Like, shit just got fucked up whenever 2K came around.
It
I'm
did.
not sure that some stuff didn't happen when 1999 and 2K crossed over, because it was like
But
y'all did
y'all,
something crazy.
you know
I will
what?
say a good conversation for another time is the difference in those different kinds of millennials because I think they all get lumped into one kind. And I
Yep.
know me, I'm a very different kind of millennial from some because I personally believe in a lot of hard work and hard work pays off. But then there's the other extreme, and I've been on at the hiring table with them. And it's give me money, but I don't really want to be here, and I don't want to work hard, and I don't want to put effort into it. I just want you to
Doing
give me
you a favor
everything.
by working for you. You don't know who I am? How dare you ask me to clean
Yes,
up something that's
like
not
you're
done?
acting like you're a blessing, and really, I'm just trying to enhance you and make you a better person so that you can go further in life. But you have to understand, everybody can't walk in the middle. You cannot walk in at the top just because of what you look like or the way you feel about yourself. Like, you got to do the grunt work and pay your dues, just like in any other industry. You got to start at the bottom to get up here.
May I tell one quick story? Restaurant industry. Friday night, busy as hell. And this is where people get shit fucked up. Okay? They think because you're a female in a male dominated profession that you're gonna kiss their ass to stay there to work, right? Fry cook. Now Fry, when I was training to be a manager, that's my shit. Alright? Y'all don't know that. But like being in Fry, doing salads and desserts and dropping that shit, it's like an art form to me. I like fried. I don't like mid, and I damn sure don't like broiled. So fried was my thing. Dudes like just throwing shit. I'm like, yo, chill with throwing this stuff. Like, we got to get this food out, right? had a storm down attitude. Dude was pissed because he couldn't go smoke a cigarette. So I'm like, yo, chill the fuck out. We have a rush going on, right? And I was not that manager that didn't cuss. I was like, yo, I'm spiritual, I'm religious, but I cuss a lot, and you're gonna get your fucking feelings hurt. So just don't ask me shit, you won't get your feelings hurt. So, dude, fast forward, he had an attitude. He thought that I was going to kiss his ass to stay. It was a Friday night. We were doing 2,000, 3,000, $4,000 hours. And that's kind of like boom, boom, back to back. You're getting your ass handed to yourself. You know, when you hit a $10,000 hour, that's crazy, right? So we're on a $9,000 hour. He decides he wants to get up and leave. I said, bye. He was like, you need me. No, I don't. Bye. So he walks out. I jump on Fry's side, bang that shit out faster than he was. Everybody's like, "Yay, you're a winner! You know, we love you, Miss Mika. You did that shit. You know, you was doing it better than JoJo anyway." That's not his name. I just want to keep that for posterity's sake. You know, try to. I don't want to call his ass out. However, if he fucks with me, I will tell you your name, you little punk ass bitch. But anyway, I digress. No, because I had to clean that shit up that night. I was pissed off. I do get in my feelings. That's where the pettiness comes in. Okay? I've forgiven you, but I'm sending this petty ass bitch out with love. Okay? Let's not get it done. We're wrapping it up. But that's where being a millennial went wrong. You know what I mean? That's where it was just like, you need me. No, I don't. Bye.
Mm.
You know what
So,
I mean? And in that moment, I then became everybody's fucking superhero, and my staff respected the fuck out of me. And that was actually my first weekend as a general manager at the Sumter Applebee's.
so, so J2, any final thoughts? Are you with the,
No,
are you with me?
she, I think she
Oh.
was.
Yas.
Final thought.
You why you come up in there all like this?
She just
I know
popped up.
what you doing. Like we don't know what you doing. Pass that shit. We
Okay,
are
hold
on
on.
our show.
Look, she
You get a
just
shot
popped.
good.
So
That's all I'm like.
we are at the end.
Mhm.
I just know y'all was going in.
Fuck it. Let me just go ahead
Um,
and
today's my daddy's birthday, y'all.
happy birthday, Daddy.
Happy birthday.
About to play some dominoes.
Yay for Dad.
But yep, he's the reason why I am today. I'm the son that my dad never had.
Y'all about to play some dominoes?
I don't know.
I
We
got a
watching
special
Final
ass set
Four.
of dominoes if y'all like some. I'm
Oh,
telling you,
those
the
some fly
logo.
dominoes. Like my dad would cheer. I could have got him a fly set of dominoes for his birthday.
What's his
I ain't know
favorite
what to
color?
get
Because
him.
Kenny will make them. What's his favorite color?
I don't know. I don't know my daddy's favorite color. Probably blue because he a Cowboy fan.
Yeah, yeah.
Will this
So
suffice?
what's your final thought,
What
J2?
you
Those
made
are my
those, Mika?
color.
Yeah, you don't like those. You made those though? Are those
No,
wooden?
Kenya made them.
Who?
Kenya, my
Oh,
best
okay.
friend, the one that had her heart blew up. Remember I told you I was freaking the fuck out last year?
Mm-hmm.
Around this time, she had an aortic aneurysm, and her heart literally, her it exploded as soon as they got in there. And I almost lost my best friend. I saw her intubated, held her dad while he cried. You know what I mean? It was really that was an emotional time, and it was actually this week last year on the 22nd that she died and came back. Like literally, he had her that aneurysm in his hand and it exploded.
Mm.
He was able to stick that shit back up. You know what I mean?
I
Like,
don't know if my next question is appropriate.
go ahead.
I'm sorry to hear that.
She's here, so it's all good.
Okay, I'm glad she made it. I was
Yes.
gonna say,
No, like
I don't know if I
literally.
was
That's
taken
why it
away
was
from
such
the
a
conversation
blessing.
because I did not hear the last of the conversation. I did, and I'm sorry, but I
Oh, it's
wanted to ask because it is like a big thing in my family and the people that come around me. But how important is knowing how to play dominoes in your family?
oh, very important. Just like knowing how to play spades and checkers. If you don't know how to do those, first of all, I have Jamaican in my family. If you don't hear that, bam, bumblecot. If you don't hear that on a Friday night, some shit's going wrong. And also red wine playing in the background.
Okay, so nobody judge me for this.
Oh, don't tell me you're about to lose your card.
Again, I mean, I've lost it like 10 times now. Um, I don't know how to play spades, and I, I don't know how to play
Just
dominoes.
mute, mute,
What?
mute, mute
But it
yourself.
might not. It might just be your age too. Because I was going to
Yeah, let's
say
blame that.
nobody plays dominoes anymore. Like my age people, we don't just come together and sit and play dominoes. And I don't understand it. My dad raised me to play dominoes, and if I bring a man around my daddy, he gonna be like, "Do you know how to play dominoes?"
You better tell him to Google that shit before he come and act
Like
like he
I'm
knows.
glad he a saved man because he used to drink a lot, and he would call you a pussy. That's how important dominoes
I just
Yeah.
figure y'all will
are.
teach me at
Made
some
both of
point.
them.
Yeah, of course.
And I got a black set too.
Now, I will say I can play Texas Hold'em like nobody's business.
I,
Okay.
I, I
Poker,
don't know how to play
100%.
that. I don't know how to
No,
play
I don't
that.
know how to
And I
play that.
just learned how to play poker by playing Yahtzee.
That is how you learn. No. Like
I
that's
was
Yeah,
just
like, this is poker? Like,
no,
I'm ready to
like
go to the table. I'm ready to go. On the cruise is on. Y'all might have to get me off that poker table because
all
I'm going to
right.
be on it. I'm going to give it a try.
Well, I'm gonna try 21. I'm gonna try blackjack again.
Oh, I love blackjack.
oh, I'm
Mm.
good with blackjack.
I got kicked out of a casino.
Oh,
Yeah,
Mickey, you
they
got to
don't
bring
like
a
it
pair
when
of
you
those
win too much.
dominoes, though.
Huh?
Because I'm definitely gonna have a domino day on the sea. When we on the
Well,
sea
I'm
day,
gonna
we
bring
gonna
them.
have to take some dominoes on the Lido deck.
Yeah, I'll bring them.
Hmm.
Mhm. Yeah, I'll definitely bring them.
Diamond, are you
Bring them
frozen?
and
Oh,
some
she blinked.
Uno and some playing cards. Hold on, Diamond, you know how to play dominoes?
A little bit, kind of, sort of. I know that. Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna be honest and completely transparent. It was while Kenya was in the hospital that her dad actually perfected my domino game because he whipped my ass. And then when she woke up, he whipped our ass. He had no cut cards. He didn't give a shit that she had just what just transpired. No, you got the man up and went get your damn points, you know. But there is a way of counting dominoes. That's when I started learning that. Oh, you know what? Go ahead, Rain Man, do your thing. So we're
Mhm.
like this. I know what
Now,
you got. Okay, so I'm gonna throw this down.
spades is my thing. I've been playing spades since I was 9.
I say we get a good game of spades going. Your ass can't play spades. We already know.
No,
She said, don't judge her. She said, don't judge her because
I'm
she
right.
not.
can't.
I'm not judging, but I'm
But I've
judging.
got the bubbly personality, so I get away with it. Because they're like, you can't. And I'm like, no, but I'll cheer you on.
And you got the phone seg's voice
It's
too.
obvious.
So
Yeah.
Yeah, that gets me out of a lot.
I'm sure it does. Because the person that recruited me for the position that I got right now, the whole time I thought she was not one of us until I had to meet her to give her a copy of my license and social security card. And when she stepped off the elevator and said my name, my jaw literally dropped because she sounds like Cole.
I've had people who have hired me solely off of a phone interview in the past. Like when I was going to be a leasing consultant. And the day I applied, I met my boss, and he saw me and a blonde woman. And I guess he thought he called the blonde woman based on voice. And then he was like, huh. And we talked on the phone. I was like, yeah. He's like, oh, no, that's you. Okay, well, welcome. He's just like, I definitely thought that you were the other woman. I was like, no. He's like, well, but your name, like her name was Shauna. And I guess he thought I was the Shauna. And I'm like, nope,
The
that's not
Shauna.
me. Go by Nikki. Thanks.
Knew this girl named Nikki, I swear you said she was a sexy.
I know my jam
I
used
was
to be
in a
Prince's My
hotel
Darling
lobby,
Nikki.
master to a magazine.
Prince, My Darling Nikki.
Yes, the lights went out, and Nikki started to. Mm.
Goes with the voice.
I'm like, at this point in time, we've already wrapped up. So,
We
Yeah.
have.
yeah.
So thank you for coming to 31 Voices.
31 voices.
31 voices. I can't wait till we get our snappy song. Okay, so how are we going to do this? Are we going to do it like the Real Housewives? Hi, I'm Mika.
Oh, we didn't do no introductions today. Yeah.
Um, we can probably record a video of your introduction and just kind of mesh it. If you can just do we'll all agree on like a white background or something, and then we'll be able to mess with it. And I can
Okay.
always do the voiceover, so there's some consistency in the way that we were doing it the other day of kind of this is so and so, but a
Mhm.
fun fact.
Fun fact. Can you
Like
say it?
she's not just cold, she's that cold.
That cool.
We've got Diamond, you'll learn to treasure. We got J to the
Diamond
Donna.
Treasure.
What up though?
What up?
J to the Donna. Yeah, what up? My name is J to the motherfucking Donna.
And then we have
Indeed.
our fearless leader, Timica Lovebug Central.
You don't know what the
Fuck
fuck.
around, find out.
Fuck around and find out because you don't know what the fuck's gonna come out of her mouth at any given point in time.
That was pretty good though, Cole.
Yeah.
I think I like that.
I
Mhm.
do.
Fuck around and
Write it
find
down.
out. Be like, how spiritual am I? Fuck around and find out. It's a smile though. You know what I mean? It's like fuck around and find out. No, for real though. You want these though? Because I can have her make me another set.
It's okay.
Donna, J to the Donna, J to the Donna.
What's she doing?
When she comes up, it looks like she's coming through the
It does. It
31
I
voices.
reminds me
know,
of like
like Cole looks normal, but I'm over here look all crazy. I'm over here trying to
no,
find the
you
rap
look
like
like
Girl,
in
this is
living
the result
color.
of a lot of lighting. I have backlighting, front lighting.
it
I
looks
am
like that's what you
surrounded.
need.
And then
You
it
can
looks like
see.
she just pop out of the 31 voices. See?
It does look like you're walking into the 31 voices.
What up? My name is Jay to the Donna, coming to you live on Tamika subscription live. How y'all doing tonight?
What up? No. All shit. Cold just emerged from. I'm just gonna
Okay,
fade.
face. She had that face. She broke. Oh, bitch. You gotta keep the face. Let's keep the face challenge.
Oh, this is hard.
I'm fucking the damn French fries up. I ain't gonna lie though, for
I'm
real.
keeping the face. I'm keeping the face.
I'm too
Eating them
sexy for
damn French.
your body. Too sexy for your body.
Mm.
Oh, my mouth is starting to twitch.
I'm letting go.
You starting to look real vulnerable. You looking like you doing
I told you my face twitches when I don't smile.
What's that? What's
what's
that movie
wearing
called?
Magnum. Zoolander.
Yeah.
Look at you, we're gonna get already. Watch.
What was his signature thing? He was like, hold on.
Oh yeah, with the hair right there.
Mm-hmm.
When you turn sideways, it looked like it was just your head because you got on the black.
Too cold.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes.
Okay.
And we're back.
All right, cameras up for the official sign off.
Mm.
Bye. In a world full of negativity, choose love, love on purpose, and keep life simple. And thank you all for joining us at 31 Voices. Hopefully, one day we'll have all five of us together. If not, then we'll just rock it out with our crack out four. Thank you guys. We'll see you all next week, same time, same station. And go ahead and download that fan base joint because that's probably what we're going to end up going. I'm just,
Yeah, just maybe our audio will be a little better on there.
yeah.
Damn,
I
babe.
think we should do a trial run sometime during the week.
Yeah, we do
Absolutely.
need to. We need to do that and also check out what is it? YouTube.
Just so
Hmm.
my stuff never uploaded on what's the
Is it
name?
still working?
It's not
I
doing
think
anything.
mine's almost done. It takes a while. It says it can take a couple hours.
It's been 4 hours.
Well, patience is a virtue, ma'am.
I know, but
Don't get a violation.
I get
Don't get
another
a
one.
violation. Who's giving out violations? Who got violations?
I'll
I
be
give
getting
them
those.
out. Um, and Tamika just gets the call center messages.
Yep. Fuck around and find out.
We're gonna
Mhm.
fuck around and find out.
Like, it seems you
Oh,
have chosen to F around, and now you will find out.
Yeah, mine is still migrating.
oh, I didn't have no current events this week. I wasn't in them streets.
Well, I heard
Yeah.
Besides,
they're probably
yeah,
going to
nothing.
do away with this platform.
Oh
Uh,
yeah.
So
it's
we
a
Right
still
when
back and
I get
forth.
10,000 followers, they gonna get rid of TikTok.
That's
Hey,
Well,
what
they're
look,
not
he
gonna
I
get rid
said.
of
am
TikTok. They
8
just are not
away
gonna
from
have
my
access
2K.
to TikTok.
I know I'm not investing any more change this week because I'm gonna
Mm-mm.
save all my duckies just in case.
I mean,
In
I see
case you need
y'all
to
on
drop it one
IG
more
and
time.
Facebook. I mean, IG shows
Just a
me,
little
I mean,
drop
not IG,
farewell.
Facebook shows me more love anyway.
Huh? I
I
do,
said
yeah.
Facebook shows me more love anyway.
All right, guys, I have to hop. As you know, they have
Oh,
arrived.
peace out.
I'll talk to you guys later.
All
All right,
right,
Carl.
buddy.
Have a good night.
Bye.
All right,
Deuces.
Lisa.
All right.
Have a good night.
Okay, guys. Love.
Love.